I forgot that was running in the background. It was, well, it's not doing it now, so that's fine. Fun. All right. Let's go. Oh, oops, no. I can't see it. Okay, so that's it. Oh, well, I did call it tab 4. That's wild. All right. So I want to see what this made. Let's create Mariah's plan.md, do the thing, and then we'll open it with Marked and see what we got. Hey, Patrick, long time no see. How have you been, my friend? Let me see. Let's open up. Very busy, but in a good way. Hey, that is the right, very busy in a bad way is much worse. But yeah, I absolutely, I feel that so much. I was literally just talking to my boss right before the stream started about how the number of trips to Europe next year will be more than the number of trips to Europe I spent this year, which is both good and bad. So this will be interesting. Yeah, we're building the Secret Santa project here. So I'm wondering how this set up this Mirais plan. We've got. We don't really need a email, do we? Because the plan is let's just do it that way we can do, because we're going to connect this to Twilio. We're going to have it email and text our person. So we have a name and email. We don't have a phone number. So we need to add a phone number to this. And by that, it means... And this should update. I would rather do, and this might be a question for those who are doing Django things. Have we figured out a good way to do auth that's not me managing users? Because I don't want to deal with that. In all honesty, I would love to just have like Okta or Auth0, or probably Auth0, that's for more like developer type stuff. Set that up and then run from there. Cause yeah, password hash just gives me anxiety. So that user, that's cool. I think there are a couple of things that we want to look at with this, where we have, oh, sorry, you need to see this. So we have this user. Can I zoom in? Can I zoom in? I can zoom out. Can I zoom in? I can never zoom in on these things. I can print. This is where I need like I need a button that just zooms in. That's all it does. That's its only job, is to zoom in. It's not control. Is it that? Oh, it's this one. And then, so it's, nope, that's, is it the P? It's, wow, really, why did I do that to myself? There we go. I love how it zooms in the text, but it doesn't zoom in the actual, like, graph here. That's annoying. All right, so we have organizes, so the user organizes an event. The event has a name, a description. It has, I don't think we need a budget minimum. Let's go with the budget maximum. Oh, good Lord. I love how it just changed like all of that. It's like, don't mind us, we're just over here changing stuff. Yes, we're going to use Twilio. I thought Twilio could send emails as well. Let me check here and see if we have Django packages, and then we want auth, right? We don't need that much auth. Social auth, is that the right one? What's the one that everyone's using? Django Oath Toolkit. OAuth 2 provider. Oh. So is the web API and you want to protect with auth 2 authentication. I just want to manage my users and not have to manage my users, you know? All auth might be the one to go. That's the one. That's the one. I knew there was like a thing. I just couldn't remember which one we were all about. Django all auth. Whoa, what is this? So many forks, so little stars. What are we doing? DJ APIs for REST API framework. I'll cut that down a little bit. Ignore my stream cafe here. If I full screen this, does it? Yeah, there we go. It'll hide it. All right, so integrated set of Django applications addressing authentication, registration, account management, third-party social authentication. Yes, this sounds great. Oh, it's on Codeberg. Interesting. People are doing the Codeberg thing. That's all right. So that's something that we'll talk about. We'll add that to the list. Yeah, you can edit. That's fine as long as you're not doing stuff too wild. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna let that continue to do its thing. Goodness. All right. Stop moving. There we go. Now I shouldn't scroll to the edit. Okay. Cool. You're writing a similar library. Are you writing you're writing an auth library? That feels you like doing the dangerous stuff. I don't know if I could trust myself in doing that. All right, so as a description, we have a budget max, we have an event date, we have a registration deadline. We also want notifications. Notification schedules. I'm sure that stuff will be. Oh, it has a notification schedule. Interesting. And this is just going to be a list of IDs, event IDs, the notification types. Okay. Delivery methods, and I created. Interesting. It generates an assignment. The event ID, the giver ID. As a participant wish list, this is what I was hoping for. Wish list is probably just going to be an array of links, maybe? Or text? I don't know. What should we do with a wish list? Should it be links? Should it be a list of items in text? I'm thinking even with like MVP, like, I mean, MVP, you'd just not have it. You would just have like a sign up and do the thing. Okay, so simple text field, a freeform text area where the participants Huh. Let's just do some like full structured text, like I don't think it doesn't need to be like super rich. I think it's like a text. It's a text field, but it's like, let's make it a text field that has markdown that can be parsed into a list. Yeah, wishlist markdown, that's fine. I'm trying to remember in Mirise oh, here we go. Yeah, we have the table when constraints. Email, phone number so that we can send it. Exclusions is great so that we can say this person can't be matched with this other person. And then the assignment gives to and receives from. I don't think we need to give it like anything ridiculous such as like a you did this at this. I think this is fine. I think this is good. I think this is solid. All right. Logical data model. Have users. Yeah, that makes sense. Events. We don't need like can we simplify the participants model since most of this is a duplicate of users? Require user accounts, guest participants being allowed. That's fair. So maybe you only need a user account as an organizer. Interesting. Invite converts user. Organizer invites by email. System creates a user record automatically with a temporary password or invite link. Every participant is a user, but simplified onboarding, no separate guest mode. I kind of like that actually. I understand like the whole... I understand the frustration of like having guest participants. Participants keep minimal fields, name, email, phone for guests, and links to users when they have an account. Supports both registered users and guest users. Let's just do that then. That makes sense. I don't think we actually need to simplify this then. I think we just pull it from the user if it exists, if the person is a user. Okay, yeah. Hey, should have brought you in to help me work on this, Chris. That way you can actually have a decent UI, decent user experience. Oh man. I figure going back and forth from looking at like a markdown document in AI is like not the sexiest of streams, but you know what? I feel like if I do all the planning first, then it'll be easier down the road, right? That's how that works. All right, so the assignments, that looks fine. The notification schedule looks fine. Notification type. Sure. Yep. All right. Use case diagram. What is this? Participant. Yep. Set exclusions. View assignment. Confirm participation. Add wish list. Register for event. I feel like all events are private by default. I wonder if you have to have. So what would that look like? You would have a user organizes an event and then can add guests, can invite people to the event, or I guess that you could give it the link for that event. Configure event details, create event, blah blah blah, enforce deadlines. This is interesting. In the use case diagram, can you explain all the things that the organizer can do? Yeah, I think it'd be fun to have some folks work on this. This is supposed to be considered a weekend project that I'm trying to build in one day because, you know, that's how that works. Can create an event, can set up a new Secret Santa event, define the event name, description, date, and budget maximum, set registration deadlines. That's cool. Can configure the event details. Event, update event information, modify date, change event settings and rules. Invite participants, send invitations to people to join the event. This triggers the system to send email or SMS notifications. I could see a world where we have like a REST API thing where we can get this information, but I kind of don't want to deal with multiple things. I don't think inviting the participant, it should send an email. I don't think it should send a notification. Share event link or codes. Yeah. That's what I was looking. That's what I was trying to find out. There should be like an event link, with like a private code or something. Okay. So generate I think the generate assignment should be automatic. Once the registration deadline is passed. Okay, so we have a couple of things. Invites should be through invite link or email, and then through email, and let's just do that for now. invite code. Yeah. All right, so event is created, the organizer publishes, open for registration, manual close or deadline reach, registration closed, organizer triggers, assignments generated, organizer cancels, canceled, there we go. Event date passes, event completed. Okay, so that's just the activity flow. That's pretty interesting. Yeah, Chris, if you want to join in later, like I'll be around. So if you're free, if and when you're free. Right now, all I'm doing is running through the planning of it, because what I'm hoping to do is give it this thing and then let AI handle 90% of the work. It's, I mean, simple enough in terms of Django build. The fun stuff is going to be figuring out how Twilio works and then making it look decent. Why do I keep calling you Chris? Charles. CJ what do you want me to call you? What do you want me to call you? I know I screwed that up. That's my bad, Charles. If there's a Chris in here too, you can join. This is the problem of operating on limited brain cells. It's yeah, I think I can do this. The hardest thing to keep in mind is been a rapper or clients enough you're running inside or outside does the right thing. Yeah, I mean you're not wrong. Sorry, don't mind me just reading my Discord messages. All right, so let's go here. Assignment process. Get all confirmed participants. Minimum 3 participants. Yes. If not, then error not enough participants. That's fair. Can't have a Secret Santa with only 2 people. Although that could just be a Christmas wish list site. That's the follow-up project is a Christmas wish list site. Charlie works too. Charlie, we'll go with that. Charlie. Create a list of participants. Shuffle the list of participants. What? Oh, it's just shuffling. For each participant, assign participant as a receiver. Is an exclusion violated? Find an alternative receiver. Alternative found. Reshuffle and retry. This feels so complicated. I mean, that probably is also equally as complicated. I feel like it's one of those things where if you have 300 people, then that is an absolutely terrifying project. Shuffle sort. This is yellow sorting right here. Limiting search with early termination. I guess this. So this is an interesting conundrum. Like, yes, you would run through all, like, okay, so it's what, factorial? So give me an example of how many permutations there are with 5, 10, 20, 100, 500 people. Because my guess would be, like, in most worlds you have 5 to 10 people, but I could also see like company-wide level Secret Santa things having a lot. And again, like, I don't necessarily think this will get used all this much for that kind of stuff. Clown Sort would make a fun way to connect Secret Santa. What in the world is Clown Sort? Use random shuffling with Val. Couldn't you just... Yeah, instead of O of n factorial, what I was thinking is shuffle everyone, find the permutations, put them in a list, shuffle it again. One. I feel like that's the best one. Instead of just randomly shuffling and always expecting there to be like no violation. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out. We're about to go search what Clown Sort. What in the world is Clown Sort? What? It sorts screenshots via based on their name and their textual content in folders based on a list of rules. What are the rules? But what are the rules? Custom sorting rules. Okay. You're not nerd sniping me on this one. All right. Moving violations might create new ones. What? Hold on. Shuffle. Because I feel like this might be elegant. It might be me being too elegant with this, but it feels like it's the right answer. Preserves valid assignments. Only reshuffles problem participants. Reduces the search space each iteration potential. Moving violations might create new ones. If A and B is valid, but you shuffle A to fix another violation, you wouldn't shuffle A. If it's valid, you wouldn't shuffle it. If A can't give to B, but B and B can't give to C, shuffling just A might not help. Okay, so that's valid. That's valid. All right. Simple full shuffle approach. Because exclusion lists are usually small, 1 to 3 people. Most groups are 5 to 20 people. Finds valid solution almost instantly. Much easier to implement and test. Sure. Let's go with the simple full shuffle. Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it. I think you do a retry. Okay. Interesting. Okay, that's fair. All right, so let's see the deployment. It doesn't know that we're using Django. Okay. We're not doing a mobile app. Good Lord. What is this? This deployment architecture is bonkers. Thank you. Client, web browser, Django web server, Celery work. I think Celery should only be in charge. Like, what are we doing with Celery workers? I'm very confused because it's been playing the same thing for 40 minutes. I figured it would play a different different sound. Build Django views in Europe. Oh, that's just the development flow thing. Interesting. Okay. Yep. What work is Celery doing? And do we need it? Because I'm just trying to think of, like, in what world do we need, like, a cache? Like, not saying that we absolutely don't need a cache. I'm just saying, like, and yes. Okay. Celery Beat checks the notification and schedule table and sends notifications at the scheduled times. Sends emails and SMS without blocking web requests. Huh. It's running the shuffle algorithm in the background. I was gonna say, yeah, let's not. And then the thing we're looking for now is, can we create... Ooh. I mean, I think that's a better approach than let's do a bunch of Celery stuff and have a Redis database going. I kind of like that idea, Patrick, of having one, hey, play with Django 6. I'm gonna have to send it the docs for how to implement that. Django documentation. Let's see. Django's task framework. My thought with this is there's like an admin API in the background that's just like, hey, connect to Twilio and send this thing off. Connect to this other thing and do some stuff. That'll be interesting. All right. Yes, this is what I was thinking. This is much cleaner. This is a much cleaner situation. That said, I don't know how accurate all that stuff is. But that's why we're developing it through this first. Key business rules. Events must have 3 confirmed participants before assignments can be generated. Registration deadline must be before the event date. Yes, assignments can only be revealed after generation. Yes. Only event only event organizer can generate assignments. Notification schedules can be created by event organizers. Scheduled notifications are sent automatically via Django's task system. There we go. Participants join events via invite link using invite code or email invitation. Participants must use unique email within an event. What? Oh, must have a unique email within the event. That way you're not sending something to yourself. You can't have multiple, which I mean you could still whatever, but participants can optionally link to a user account. Participants must confirm participation before assignment. Exclusions must be reciprocal. If A excludes B, then B excludes A. That is correct. Assignment rules. No self-assignments allowed. That is correct. Each participant gives to exactly one person. Each participant receives from exactly one person. That is correct. Assignments form a circular chain. Exclusion rules must be respected. Once viewed, assignments cannot be regenerated. Huh. That's an interesting question there, because assignment rules. Yeah, that's fine. Assignments are only visible to the assigned giver. Organizers can't view specific assignments. Yes, that is true. Email verification required for participant confirmation. Assignment data encrypted at rest. Okay. Post events create generates unique invite code. Events ID, view invite details. All the cron. Generate new assignments. Or generate assignments, yeah, that's fine. delete an event, update an event, list participants, send invites. Yeah. Yeah, create a notification schedule. So now the real question that I would have is, it's putting all of this in an API, right? These would just be views. Some of these, I don't know. View participant profile, join event as participant. View my assignment. Yes. View assignment status. What would view assignment status even present? Authentication, Django All-Auth. Okay. Okay, how will the MVP work? That's interesting. No task system, no cron, no complexity. We probably do need cron at some point, just as a, for like the notifications and stuff. Back to standard, back to standard Django, not 6.0. I mean, you just say just back to Django 5. Like, no task system, no cron, no complexity. Removed all background tasks, business rules, MVP justifications, notifications sent immediately when action happens. Scheduled notifications. We'll phase 2 that. Remove task configuration steps. Focus on immediate notifications for MVP. Notification schedule models still created but used in phase 2. User creates event invite, send immediately. Assignments generated, send assignment emails. Participant joined, send confirmation email immediately. Yeah, that's fine. So let's approach. You can add Django tasks or another solution in phase 2 when you need schedule reminders. I mean, you could also use something. You could also use a plugin, because I'm guessing that there is a plugin that would allow this to work. There we go. All right, so development phases, enhanced features, wish list management, working out. Okay, cool. MVP, user authentication with Django All-Auth, email verification, event creation. What is the email service used? Yeah, because Twilio has both, so we can send both. Chat between participants via WebSockets. What? I love it when it gets spicy. It's like let's do 5 things in here that we probably shouldn't do. Basic assignment generation. Okay, minimum viable product is users can authenticate with Django All-Auth. Email verification via Twilio SendGrid. Event creation with unique invite code generation. That's an interesting point with the email verification. I can never think about that, or I never think about that. Share event via invite link. Yep. Send email invitations. I don't even think minimum viable product is email verification. It's like, just go. All right, cool. Security considerations, data protection. Yep. Encrypt in assignment data. Why do we need to encrypt the assignment data? Thinking about the security considerations, why do we need to encrypt assignment data? It's gonna be like, what if we get hacked? And it's like, if we get hacked, we've got bigger problems. The original plan suggested encrypting assignments to prevent even the organizer from seeing who's matched. Even the DB admins can. If database is compromised, assignments are still secret. It's not that serious. It's not really needed. The organizer created the event. They're trusted. Organizer needs trust anyway. Control. Okay. Recommendation: skip encryption. Yes. 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 Oh my gosh. That's funny that this project was like, yo, we need to encrypt the assignments because what about... Got to make sure the DBAs can't do it. Hash passwords with Django's default. I mean, we're using Django All-Auth. I feel like Django All-Auth is going to handle all of that stuff. CSRF protection, access control, role-based, organizer versus participant, Django All-Auth for authentication, view level permissions, prevent unauthorized access. Yes, organizers cannot access assignment detail views. That's fine. Participants can only view their own assignment. Email verification required for account activation. Yes. Yes. Twilio webhook signature verification. What does that mean? Okay, GDR compliance considerations. Yeah, I mean, we need to know how to connect with you, so I feel like we're not doing anything dumb there. When Twilio sends you data like SMS, it sends post requests to your server. These are called webhooks. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Without verification, anyone could send fake requests to your webhook pretending to be Twilio malicious act. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It feels like this is happening. For MVV, probably not needed because you're sending SMS emails. Yeah, you're not receiving incoming SMS or processing delivery webhooks. Yeah. All right, privacy, GDPR compliance considerations, data retention policies, right to deletion, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Audit logging for sensitive operations, input validation, form validation, prevent cross server. Yeah, validate email addresses and phone numbers, rate limiting, and testing. Testing strategy. Jeez. This is why I like Mirais, because Mirais is like, we're going to give you all the things that you're going to need to make sure that this is set up. Models, unit tests, services. So you just got those unit tests. Integration tests on the database side. Email services, yep. Endpoints, API tests, offload, user journey for end-to-end testing, and concurrent users and load testing. Okay. That feels good. Next steps. Okay. Let's try this, shall we? All right, so we made it all the way through. We can now start building out the very ugly details of this. Step 1, build the models. Let's see. Review the implementation at Mirais Plan MD and create the Django models needed. Create the Django app and models needed. Yeah, because a lot of this is going to be like create app and then it's going to build a bunch of models and we're going to do a migration. This is faster. Honestly, it's faster for it to do this. Core. Call it something better. It's so bad. Events. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. That's fine. Maybe something even better. Secret Santa. There we go. That's a good one. I like that. Gets to the crux of what we're doing. You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let it analyze stuff. Pinged on the Discord. Okay. Let me, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna keep this on Ghosty. I'm gonna go into Discord. Oh, actually, I'm gonna do this. Charles, I'm gonna send you an invite to Zoom because Zoom is how this really wants things to work. Because otherwise I won't be able to actually oh. Bloop. There we go. I know. I just yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, this will. I'm sure that there will be more to this. Not too worried about it. All right, so I wanted this to see. Analyze the code base to sound. What? No. Why did it stop? I think I accidentally hit like escape or something, so I gave up. It's looking for other rules. That's funny. Okay. Wait for it to finish what it's doing. Do. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now it's doing its thing. I wound up calling it events anyway. How dare you? Oh, good lord. Oh, good lord. Okay. There's a lot going on there. All right. UUID. Let's use... Sure. I love how it's removing that database even though we're not talking to that database at all. Which is fine. I thought I told it to fix that anyway. Anyway, that's no fun. Okay, so now it's doing... There we go. So if we do just up now. Oh, we don't have any views for this yet, right? So like we should be able to still come in here and do like localhost 8000 admin and then okay, so we can see all of these. We just don't have any views for them. All right. I'm trying to remember. Jeff was telling me about a tool that is basically doing There was there's like a plugin that is an admin portal specifically for like Django users. I cannot remember for the life of me what it's called. Do we have a homepage yet? We don't have a homepage yet. Custom forms for better validation and user experience. I'm still waiting for that homepage, you know? So it's just creating forms. Is it using Django? Is there Django forms? Form class, yeah. And you just create the form, and the form has everything there, and then you just call that form. All the features have been implemented, including a homepage? No. That was wild. I love how I was like, don't worry, I made all the things. And I'm like, you don't have an index. What are we doing? I should have checked to see what events showed. Nothing, because we don't have templates. All right, let's see how good the tailwind is on this. It's like, don't worry about me. I'm over here just adding a home view. It updated the URLs. Here we go. Oh, look at the most AI generated, the AI for AI's sake. It's just nasty. It's just nasty. Okay. Hey, you have a homepage now, but it's ugly. Can you help me develop a festive color scheme that is easy on the eyes and modern and not looking like a Tailwind vomit. Sometimes you just have to be very, very specific. Like, yo, your Tailwind here is very Tailwindy. Can you just, like, let's develop a color scheme that's not hot garbage. And also, let's make this look like it wasn't made with baby's first Tailwind project. I mean, don't get me wrong. My website is very much baby's first Tailwind project. But that's how I know it could be better. Okay? Like, look at this. Baby's first Tailwind project, 100%. Could be doing so many things better. In fact, if I knew someone named Chris, Chris could help me. I don't know any Chris's, therefore I get no help. Okay. I mean, it still looks ugly, but it's better. I actually do like the color scheme. I think the soft, like, the peach with the, like, softness there is kind of nice. It's the very strong Tailwind box hover non-modern vibes that are not doing it for me. My events, create an event. Interesting. Well, log out. I'm logged in? Well, don't add the admin site. Like, no. Remove. I know that there's a way to prevent that of, like, I know there's a way that you can prevent, like, your admin site from being accessible from, like, IPs that are not your own. But, dear Lord, what are we doing? Okay, it got better. It's getting better. Just removing a giant border can do wonders. There's a part of me that wants to just remove the background from that theme completely. It says it's done. Much better. Yes. Yes. See, we don't need to put a box around everything. Create an event, invite your friends, auto assignment, exchange gifts. Yes. Secret Santa, spread the joy. It even did. I don't know why it's 2024 though. Like, feels more like linear and Stripe, is what they said. $2025, perfect. I'm kind of actually impressed with how much better it looks. I don't even think that. I think it just hallucinated 2024 because 2024. I mean, this stuff was updated much earlier than that. It still feels like an AI generated project, but it feels like a responsible AI generated product. Yeah, see? You just let it blend into the background. I love it. All right, so view my events. Ooh. Well. Okay, so now we're creating templates. I think it's interesting in that, like, I was talking to a friend, we were talking about, like, the AI-driven development stuff, and it's like, so far it is doing I still know I know everything that it's doing. I don't know exactly the code that it's doing, but I know, like, what it's doing, which is nice. Let's do some stuff here. Let's do some simple get fooing here. Let's get add, and we're gonna get add let's get add everything first, and then let's remove the stuff that we don't want in this first issue. We definitely don't want any of our static. We don't want any of our front end. We don't want our events, and we don't want our config. Okay, so what's that button? Yeah, get RM cached. All right. Static, config, and templates, and events. Again, all that stuff should still be there. It is. Sweet, sweet. Cool. So we got rid of all that stuff. So now we just have... Oh, we need to also remove front end. Get rm r-cached front end, and then yeah, let's just do that. And then let's do Claude update readme. So do we have pages yet? Okay, create a new event. Ooh, pretty. Okay. I don't know why I'm listening to the jazz rendition of Happy Birthday. so much going on there. Okay, cool. Now, did I create a GitHub repo for this already? Is the question. Uh-oh. Look out, everybody. Basecamp's got a new tool. Let's see. We're gonna get nosy in here. Fizzy.do. What Fizzy do? Kanban shouldn't be Kanban as it should be, not how it has. What? What are we talking about, Jason Fried? Auto close, auto cards. Fizzy is open source. Interesting. Interesting. Don't care. I did have a Secret Santa. What? Oh dear. Don't you do it. There we go. Templates are ready to use with existing views. So now we've got, and here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say, this is great. Create some logical commits to align with our deployment for these for the unstaged files. Models first, then views, then templates. They really like happy birthday. They're all up on that happy birthday. All right. All right, so where are we at now? Where's Ghosty at? There we go. All right, so we've got it doing stuff. Only because I told it to. We should have more commits now. Oh, they're not pushed, so it's fine. All right, so we've got our Secret Santa stuff here. Log out. Does log out not do anything? Interesting. All right, cool. So we haven't actually done any Allah things yet. That's probably why it's not working. Oh, thank you, Claude, for those commits. Not gonna lie, you did most of the work, so that's fair. It's doing all off things. Why do we have a logout template? That feels odd. Yeah, yes? I'm signed up. Okay, log in. Let's see, does it connect with my admin account? I just want to check this. Okay, So it knew my secrets. It knew my admin account, which is fine. Create. Sign up. Cool. Okay, so if I create a new event, we haven't done any of the Twilio stuff yet. So let's just create a new event. Let's see. Sure. Event is active. Exchange date. What? Did you really not give me? Okay. You didn't give me the ability to. Okay, can I go view my events? Okay. Well. It was like, hey, good job. And there's nothing else you can do here. I just wanna add a new field. Oh, look at that. Calendar. Okay. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Now you got like a code and stuff. You can. Yeah. Okay. You've been invited to participate. The wish list doesn't work yet. Join. Okay. J. Other Miller. I gotta confirm. We don't have a way to confirm though. Confirm participation. Is that it? Okay, we'll do that. Don't put my phone number in there. Don't be calling me. Y'all know me. I'm not gonna answer. Shouldn't the admin be a part of the group? Okay, so we've noticed two problems so far. One, the admin isn't a part of it by default. I think that solves a lot of that problem. In the meantime, let's go ahead and add. So there should be a join a group based on the code, maybe? Let's go here. Let's add that. Okay, issue 2. There isn't a way to discover or to join a secret Santa for Oh, we got an active event, but we got a list of like. That's wild. That's wild. I need to add one more person because I want to add the missing person. We'll say Jeff. All right, so we've added Jeff and everybody's been confirmed. The thing that I'm that's weird, but like, okay. Because the thing I'm looking at now that I'm seeing as already a problem, like we can generate the assignments, but we can't add the exclusions. Okay. We still don't have the Twilio stuff figured out because we don't have our Twilio account set up. Okay. So that was listed as a phase. That's listed as a phase 2 portion of this. All right, y'all. I think I'm gonna call it there. This has been fun. I mean, we have. Let's test it. Let's make sure it works. First and foremost, we're gonna hit the button. We're gonna go to my events. Boom. There's my event. Boom. There we go. What? Okay, so it did a lot of crud, but I think it overthought it. That said, we have a Secret Santa thingy. The only problem is as a user, I can't tell. I don't know. There's no notification system, and there was no like login, because there's no login with the original, with the creation of the people. So how do I know who my person is? Let's just do PGCLI. Let's just see if it did it first and foremost. PGCLI, database URL, and then we should have our table here. So much stuff happening. There should be events, assignment. Yeah, there we go. Okay, there's an assignment. Is viewed. Okay, so yeah, we can see the receiver ID. This person had this person. This person had this person. So this person, this person had this person. This person had this person. This person had this person. This person had this. And again, this is where like I think that circular thing. It's gonna be goofy. It's gonna be goofy. All right, cool. All right, that's gonna wrap it up though. This was fun. We're gonna probably continue this on Monday. Or I will have finished this on Monday and I'll walk you through it, and then we'll talk about what the next project will be. All right, y'all. Peace.